Hello and welcome to another update video on ADA. Here on the ADA chart on the daily time frame, the market continues to move in this sideways triangle. We've been watching this for the last few months. I think I started to track this triangle first in February. It continues to move sideways, just as a sideways range with higher lows and lower highs. And the idea is that this fourth wave consolidation pattern could break out to the upside, but we don't have a breakout signal yet. The first breakout signal would come with a break above the D wave high. So this would be a break above the 86.8, 87 cent level. However, we're far away from that at the moment, but this would be the first signal that the bulls attempt a comeback. Okay, we can always zoom in further and say that maybe a break above this last swing high from the 11th of June is an early signal. Yeah, very locally though. But when we look at this from a macro point of view, we shouldn't assume a triangle is over until the price breaks above the D wave high. And again, that's at 86.8 cents. And this is over just a guideline. All I'm doing here is I'm using Elliott wave guidelines to explain to you the structure. And this is typically it. You know, the first indication a break of a triangle occurs into the, let's say, anticipated direction, which would be up, is a break above the D wave high. Confirmation, never certainty, comes with a break above the B wave high located at $1.18. So this is currently what we are tracking here. And to the downside, yeah, it's this 51 cent level that remains a crucial invalidation point. So this is critical because the 51 cent level is, yeah, it's the low of the C wave, the low of the A wave, and quick educational moment. This is where a triangle would formally get invalidated. This is a formal invalidation point. What does it mean? Well, it would then likely follow the yellow pathway. So I always said the 51 cent level for us is the pivot between bullish momentum and bearish momentum. If we get a break below 51 cents, it's crystal clear. Provides clarity, and clarity is good. 51 cents is the level that if we break below it, it can't be a triangle anymore. It will most likely then, based how it breaks, of course we need to look at it, but if we see a break below this, then we might target the yellow box there between 29 cents and 36 cents. So this would be the next support area. What I'm sharing with you are the key pivots here. Yeah, the market is in a range, so we don't have any, I would say, reliable setup at the moment. And a DE pattern is not really a reliable setup unless you really want to use this macro wave 4 to find an entry point for a fifth wave to the upside. Some people might want to wait for a clear 1-2 setup to the upside, which would indicate that the fifth wave has started, which could then take us to round about $1.72, maybe even $2.36 if things go really well. But yeah, you know, this has been a very, very draining correction and very long and extended. That's what often happens in crypto cycles. We get these very rapid rallies. There's a quick hype. People cash out. A lot of people buy the top, and then they are hanging in there, which is painful. So very rapid rallies, but these need time to be corrected. Feels like longer than ever, you know, in this cycle, these corrections. So let us take a look at the ADA. And by the way, I'm not necessarily expecting all-time highs. I know a lot of people are still calling for like $10 plus. I mean, I'd love to be surprised. I just don't see it. Okay. But hey, we take it level by level with these altcoins, and that has saved us, I think, quite a lot of money in this cycle. I mean, with hopefully a lot of you who are following us, you guys know that, I don't know if there are a few altcoins where I'm expecting all-time highs still, but that's just like the final push of the cycle, right? Most coins, I don't think they're going to reach all-time highs in this cycle, but you know that if you follow us anyway. Now, hold on. Just need to check something here. Okay, so the idea is that we are here on the smaller time frame, that we're dealing with an E wave, which is an E wave of the triangle. So D wave top formed. E wave could be unfolding of the triangle. We have no evidence that the triangle is over, because when a triangle like an E wave bottoms here, then normally we would expect a rapid rally. That's normally what happens. This wasn't exactly rapid, so no confirmation that wave 4 completed and that wave 5 started. And in the very short term, we're tracking here a so-called WXY structure. That X wave might still be unfolding, but would require a break above resistance. It seems likely the X wave already topped. It would be quite weak for an X wave, but possible. But in reality, this could form, some kind of a more extended, messy corrective pattern maybe. There are different ways how this could still unfold. Bottom line is 51 cents is key support. There is some local support, structural support around the previous swing lows. Here the red line at 62 cents. Nearest resistance is clearly defined. We haven't even tested it. I think a test of it is at least something that we need to be prepared for. And then this would be the first resistance area we can watch where the market might get rejected and start the C wave down, which means in this resistance area we can start to watch for a 5-wave decline. But I'm not even sure if it gets there if the reaction to the previous swing low is so weak. So I think we continue to expect some further sideways grinding movement here with that last rally being a 3-wave move above 70.5 cents. Basically, until we break above that level, nothing changes. Yeah, there's no reason to get excited or anything. But break above that level might indicate the X wave is extending, might be a bit interesting, or even the D wave is still unfolding, which could send us higher towards $1 potentially. That would be even more exciting in terms of volume and volatility, but at the moment, a bit boring. So I keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure to follow us on X if you're interested to receive further updates, short-term updates, long-term updates. Also, you can discuss, ask questions, and much more. Learn if you're interested. There are so many free tips, but also Elliott wave structures here that I'd be surprised if you can follow up with all of these, but not as many as in our gold membership. But still, you can come here, ask questions. Typically, someone from the team replies. We also take requests sometimes here occasionally to then publish specific videos on X. Thank you so much. Enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye.